Aaron Judge, as we all know now, is a New York Yankee for life. It was looking like he could be a Giant for a minute there, but in the end, he always wanted to be a Yankee and likely used other teams like the Giants as leverage to squeeze more money out of the Yankees' pockets. According to recent reports, Judge had told people he valued his legacy over the money, and although he got a ridiculous amount of bread signing back with the Yankees, I do believe Judge when he says he valued his legacy over the dollars, considering he could have gotten more money elsewhere. Now, again, we all knew the Giants were in on Judge, even offering right around what New York did. But there was also a mystery team that came out of absolutely nowhere to offer the most money out of any team: the San Diego Padres. The Padres, man, they're just insane. Judge arrived to the winter meetings on Tuesday, which also happened to be taking place in San Diego. We all thought he was traveling there to meet with the Giants or Yankees, but nope, he was meeting with the Padres. And according to reports, AJ Preller and his squad actually offered the most money overall to Judge at $400 million. Judge ended up taking $360 million to stay in New York for 9 years rather than the 10 the Padres were offering. So, same annual salary, but an extra year in San Diego. Judge looked at the two offers, realized they both had the same money per year, his legacy was more important than that extra year with extra money, and decided to stay in the Bronx. I do believe that Aaron Judge made the right decision to stay Yankee. Same way I believe the Yankees made the right decision to pay Judge what he deserved. Judge is the new Derek Jeter of New York and of baseball, yet even more talented, and I don't even think it's that close. He's that good. So it all worked out for the two sides at the end of the day. But at the same time, it really is interesting to hear that the Padres were dead serious about bringing in Aaron Judge. Like, they wanted him. It's weird because we'd literally never heard anything about Judge being linked to San Diego until the very end. It's as if AJ Preller and the rest of the Padres front office and ownership said, screw it, forget how crazy this would be, let's throw all the money we have at this guy and add him onto an already loaded roster full of big contracts. First, it was Trey Turner, who turned down extra money to play for the Phillies instead of the Padres, and then it was Aaron Judge. They ended up getting someone with the signing of Xander Bogaerts to be their new shortstop, but as far as the Aaron Judge sweepstakes went, things could have looked pretty wild as far as a potential contract went between the two sides. A contract that literally could have been declined or vetoed by the league because it was too wild. So the original and final offer to Judge was 10 years, $400 million. By the Padres. That's $40 million per year. The Padres looked at their own offer, thought about it, and then contemplated going the Tatis route. What I mean by that is giving out a contract of 14 years. When Tatis got his deal, it was looked at as a pretty insane one due to the amount of years. However you feel about it is up to you, as some actually felt the deal was bad for Tatis, as he could have made more money if he waited, potentially. But the point is that the Padres thought about offering Judge a 14-year contract. As far as what the money would look like, still $400 million overall. If the Padres did indeed offer Judge a 14-year, $400 million contract, Major League Baseball could have very well intervened and not let the signing take place. Why? Because it's a way to cheat the system. Signing Aaron Judge to a 14-year contract means that Judge would be 44 years old at the end of the deal. What the Padres thought about doing was smart, because although $400 million is $400 million, it's all about what he gets annually at the end of the day. And $400 million over the course of 14 years would mean a good chunk of less money compared to what he'd get per year over 10 years. It would be about $28 million per year instead of 40. That's a whole $12 million off the books per year that the Padres would be able to work with. For those who don't know how payroll works in baseball, it's the amount of money overall going into a team per year. The Padres had an overall payroll of over $236 million in 2022, meaning that's how much every player made combined in 2022. That's why you can theoretically give someone $500 million, which is of course insane, but if it's over the course of, say, 16 years, you're only paying that person about $31 million per year. It all adds up, of course, but that's over a decade and a half's worth of seasons, with a ton of extra money being able to be spent elsewhere. It's really smart. Sacrifice the fact that Judge will be well into his 40s by the time the contract ends, and risk having to pay a declining and unproductive player at the back end of his deal in order to pay Judge not as much money now as he currently is one of the best players in baseball. But again, Major League Baseball likely would have prevented this from happening. Looking at the additional years is only an attempt to lower their official payroll to lessen the tax. Smart, but probably wouldn't have been able to go through. The Padres ended up doing something similar with Xander Bogaerts, just not for as much money, giving him $280 million over the course of 11 years, so that's about $25 million per year. Still a lot of money, of course, but the Padres decided to go with that many years in order to lessen the yearly amount. Padres general manager AJ Preller is not stupid, but MLB isn't either. And although Preller almost tried to cheat the system, it probably wouldn't have gotten passed and approved by Major League Baseball. Let me know what you think, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.